Hi, and welcome to Battle for Westnot. I'm Hirnevar, and today it is finally time to showcase the first scenario of Mercenaries campaign. We will be playing on Soldier of Fortune difficulty without any additional mods or modifiers. When it comes to story panels or dialogues, I won't be reading them out loud. If you want to read them, please pause the video. So, without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Our first mission is to steal a necklace from heavily guarded caravan. To make sure that our plans go smoothly, we will have to bring along 5 new recruits, named after people who so far supported us during the development of this campaign. Names were chosen randomly from the poll of our supporters. First one will be Dune Rider, named Emilian, after supporter Maximilian. Next one will be Dune Rover, named Ember, after supporter Ember Kai. All 3 of our remaining recruits will be Dune Skirmishers. First one will be named Yumi, after supporter Yumi. Next one will be named Taya, after supporter Taya. And finally, last but certainly not least, will be named Kira, after supporter Kirabu. With formalities out of the way, let's start this not very eventful but instead quite impactful turn. And start it does, with Jibril rushing in the direction of his hiding spot. I guess he really wants to get into the action while everyone else, with exception of Emilian, who has his own mission, follows him shortly. As turns go on, Emilian is continuing his mission to scout out what lies ahead of us, and that shows us an earlier seen barrel that will help us make Guardians of the Volcano angry in a while. In the meantime, everyone else is preparing an ambush for soon arriving caravan. As you might have noticed, the gimmick of this scenario is that our units can hide in the dunes, and thanks to that, the caravan that just arrived is not yet aware that we are so close to them. But soon we will be even closer, as Kira and Yumi slowly sneak towards them. Together with beginning of a new turn, it is finally time to reveal our presence and start the ambush. And do that we will by tasking Kira to move and unleash an avalanche, because a very juicy target is currently in its range. Enemy commander immediately notices us and orders one of his scouts to retreat and report what is happening, but shortly after, he dies squashed by the avalanche. As it turns out, we also by accident managed to wake up the boss of this area. But right now there is no turning back, so our company is quickly moving into combat, with Jibril and Ember spearheading the assault. Unfortunately, enemy scout managed to escape, but to be fair, we didn't really try to stop him from doing that. After that, enemies during their turn not only move ahead but also try to attack Ember and Jibril. Ember manages to not only dodge all of enemy attacks, but also hits every single one of his own against enemy spearguard, while Jibril manages to successfully poison enemy rover in retaliation. And he immediately tries to poison another dangerous threat, but unfortunately misses all of his attacks. Bararak also strikes poorly, hitting only one of his attacks. Ember, Yumi and Kira all try to get rid of the poisoned rover, but ultimately fail in doing so. Meanwhile, on their turn, our enemies unwisely unguard herd of Taurus and are heavily punished for doing so. As caravan guards are occupied with Taurus, Bararak takes the opportunity and attacks exposed rover, killing him on the spot and gaining our first kill of the mission. Kira, after getting wounded, gets special mission instead of direct participation in combat. Meanwhile, Ember, despite his best efforts, not only misses 3 times, but also gets hit in retaliation 3 times. On a final note, first of the especially dangerous enemies is killed by Jibril after getting wounded by Thea. At the end of our turn, Emilian puts his mission into motion. Taurus inflict heavy damage on the caravan members, but also threatens soon turning on us. Fortunately, Fire Guardians appear to block caravan advancements. Because of Taurus actions, instead of attacking this turn, I decided that it would be for the best to take a defensive position, with Jibril as our tank, not because he is the most tanky, but because he will recover promptly from any damage. After thinking for a while, Emilian will also just hide and wait for better opportunity to strike. And Taurus indeed attack us shortly, while taking a lot of damage in retaliation from Jibril and Yumi, who manages to finish one off in elegant fashion. Once again we are reminded that the boss is lurking underneath, but we don't have time to worry about that. Kira moves towards Oasis, where she will restore some of her health, while Ember kills the tower that was blocking Jibril's movement. Yumi is the next one to take the kill, Bararak is still pursuing the caravan, Emilian is staying hidden, Taya takes the last kill of this turn. And finally Jibril manages to poison the target that avoided all of his attacks last time. Caravan is quickly running away towards their destination, while last remaining tower tries to attack Taya, but instead she is the one to take its life. The turn starts with Emilian traversing the mountains and Kira getting her first kill shortly after everyone else follows and attacks the caravan. Fortunately for us, Caravan gets caught in the nest of scorpions, which slows it down significantly, but unfortunately, our Dune Spearguard kill gets stolen by Fire Guardian. After this outrageous act of thievery, Fire Guardian is sentenced to death and executed by Taya, who, for this act of righteousness, also gets the first level up that we can see in this scenario. Soon after, first of the caravan carts gets destroyed with joint efforts of Bararak and Kira. Unfortunately, we find only gold, but no necklace. While that is happening, other members of our company manage to kill another one of the escorts. The boss is getting closer, but we are also almost finished. Bararak kills one of the two remaining Dune Falconeers, and Kira takes care of the second caravan cart. Finally, Yumi and Emilian trap the last remaining one and attack it. The last remaining caravan guard is desperately trying to allow for easier escape of the last remaining cart, but that is not going to happen. Ember and Yumi destroy it, and we finally find the necklace that we have been looking for. Now we just have to escape, but as we move towards the edge of the map, we still have some opportunities to earn experience points. And use them we will, starting with heavily wounded Rock Scorpion. Dune Falconeer, in her last ditch effort, tries to inflict as much damage as she can, but her attempt is futile. After that, Ember is the first one to attack her with his bow. Then Kira tries her luck, but she is only lucky while dodging. Thus finally the one who takes away her life is Emilian. After a brief overview of Jibril hobbies, we get a choice. We can go to the next scenario right away, or we can stay for a while longer and face the boss. And I think this is a very fitting moment to make the cut. With that, I want to ask you, what should we do? Should we stay and risk it all, or escape and quickly move towards the next scenario? Let me know in the comments section. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers!